Welcome to the Boston Barrister, Kevin Patrick Sieber, bringing you insights about your family and the world.
Welcome to the Boston Barrister. My name is Kevin Patrick Sieber from Boston, Massachusetts. And today's episode is all about Eddie Byron and his relationship with Kristen Cabot. Infamous incident took place on Wednesday, July 16, 2025, at a Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium in none other than Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coldplay had played at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough on Tuesday night, July 15th, and Wednesday night, July 16th. They hadn't played in Gillette Stadium since 2017. So this is the first concert that was muchly anticipated, not only here in Foxborough, but also throughout all of New England. Both concerts were widely anticipated and were sold out. It announced to the crowd that they were going to have the Kiss Cam on. The Kiss Cam had Eddie Byron as well as Kristen Cabot on the camera. And they both ducked and tried to hide, and Kristen Cabot ran away, which led the lead singer of Coldplay, Chris Martin, to say either they're having an affair or they're very shy. Well, the internet police, all of you out there, went and did your homework. Next thing we know, that the entire internet was filled with stories about these two, which led to both of them losing their jobs. After this event, Byron sold his apartment in New York City, and there's been no divorce known of as of yet filed by him or his wife. And we don't know if they had a prenup or postnup, but be that as it may, Kristen Cabot, on the other hand, has filed for divorce in New Hampshire. And she publicly just recently spoke out. I don't know how wise that was, but she did. She felt the necessity to talk and speak and tell the press her story. Told the New York Times, that newspaper that, where everything's fit to be printed? Well, maybe not this story, but go ahead, New York Times, give it to us. Kristen Cabot said and told the New York Times she made a bad decision that cost her career. Hello, you're married, you got children. Eddie Byron, he's married, you got children. And she just says, oops, I don't think so, Kristen. She further told the New York Times it deeply affected her personal life. Gee, I wonder why that is. You're out with another man having an affair and you're married. Kristen Cabot said she had years of HR experience, but because of this unfortunate situation, this has led her to understand and realize that she's just unemployable. No one's going to hire her because of this incident. I'm not surprised. Are you? Kristen Cabot told the New York Times about how she received all types of backlash from this, including death threats. Now, there's a line to be drawn here. Death threats go way over that line. And I don't care what this woman did or Eddie Byron did, no one deserved death threats. Nobody. Kristen Cabot went on to say that her children were generally afraid for her safety. Understandably so. The question, though, is to Kristen Cabot, what did you think you were going to accomplish by speaking to the New York Times? To me, if I was representing her, which I'm not, I would tell her to just shut the fire truck up. Move on. Loose lips sink ships. What benefit did it come to put herself back in the limelight on the New York Times of all newspapers and tell her story about the unfortunate circumstances? Because to me, anyone that would make a death threat against you, Kristen, they're not going to stop now. And you're going to be looked upon as a victim. They're going to continue to victimize you. And I would go find a rock and hide under it, unfortunately, and just move on with your life as best you can. And again, death threats should not be made against anyone. Before the Kiss Cam occurred, Kristen Cabot was separated from her husband. She had not, however, filed for divorce yet, which she did after this event. In August of 2025, she filed for divorce. Kristen Cabot's divorce was filed in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Very interesting to see if she or her husband had a postnup or prenuptial agreement. Kristen Cabot's worth somewhere north of $50 million. Eddie Byron, on the other hand, is worth as much, if not more. Be interesting to see if he had a postnup or prenup agreement in his marriage. But unlike Kristen Cabot, who has filed a divorce, it is not known if Eddie Byron or his wife has reconciliated or whether they have filed or are planning to file for divorce in the future. Stay tuned. For everyone, the greatest document ever published is the U.S. Constitution. We the people,